Right, 16 June 2025, and today I'm very excited to be giving you an update on Youth Day. So South Africa is having a holiday today. There is no work taking place in South Africa today. People are resting, and this is very important because it's one of those days that defined the struggle for South Africa. Now, I want to take you through interesting stories and important stories. And then I will obviously give you an update. Later today, we've got an important event on Nyokayemabhunu. So I'll come back later to give you an important update on Nyokayemabhunu. You must understand something about Nyokayemabhunu. Nyokayemabhunu is like a brother to me. The reason why he trusts me is because I am consistent and I don't change. So I will not change. When I start moving, I move. It doesn't matter if someone comes up with the names or lies about me, I get to the end. So you will see that I will be able to stand the 12 months very easily. When Nyokayemabhunu is in jail, I have been here for the past 15 years. So 12 months is nothing to me. And you will see that at the end of the day, we are going to be just fine. So let us quickly go through what's going on today. And we want to start in Zambia. So Zambia is going through a crisis, and President Hakainde Hichilema is being taken advantage of by political vultures. So I don't like it. If I was Zambian, I was going to just tell President Hakainde Hichilema to just let these guys go on with it. What is happening in Zambia is shocking. And in fact, President Hakainde Hichilema is allowing these guys to get away with a lot. So that is the Lungu family. They are humiliating President Hakainde Hichilema in a way that has never been seen before. So an announcement has been made. And if you go to today's press in Zambia, they are saying President Hakainde Hichilema is going to be presiding over the funeral of, or the state funeral of Lungu. But this is not true. This is terrible. What is happening in Zambia is bad. The Lungu family has refused to get a jet from the government. So they are getting it from a private person, probably Mnangagwa, is going to be giving them a jet. And they are refusing to let President Hakainde Hichilema speak at the funeral. What kind of state funeral is that where the president is not allowed to speak? They are refusing to have the body leave the house of Lungu. They wanted to go straight to any function and go back straight to the house. This is terrible. I cannot believe it. This is like a slap in the face for President Hakainde Hichilema, who has now extended the mourning period to the 23rd. The body is also going to be staying in South Africa until, let's see, probably the 18th. That is on, let's see when it's 18, on Wednesday. So the body was supposed to leave already on the 11th. They're only sending the body on the 18th. And when it arrives, so let me tell you what is going to happen when it arrives. So the military honors will be given at the airport, at the Kenneth Kaunda International Airport, and the body will be taken straight to his house. Then the body will be taken to Mlungushi International Conference Center on Thursday the 19th, Friday the 20th, and Saturday the 21st. So they will take the body every morning to the Mlungushi and back, Mlungushi and back, Mlungushi and back, 20, 21, 19. And the body will only be there from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. After that, the body shall be returned home. So they are not trusting anybody. What do they think will happen if the body is allowed to be in state hands? This is not a state funeral at all. And he said that a service, an international service, will be held for international guests on Sunday, the 22nd of June, where it will lie instead again at home. And on Monday, the 23rd, they will go to the Supreme Court grounds in honor of Lungu, who was a lawyer by profession, followed by a church service at Lusaka Showgrounds. So the government of Zambia has got no control over this funeral. They're trying their best. And this was the press conference where a deal was reached to at least allow the body to go back home. So this is the crazy and unbelievable and a humiliation of our favorite president, President Hakainde Hichilema. He is allowing this because he's a peaceful man. He doesn't want to fight. But if it was me, I was just going to say, have that private funeral. Don't bother at all. But I know that President Hakainde Hichilema is a man that likes to allow people to express themselves. This is terrible. I can't believe it, what is happening in Zambia. This is not a state funeral. I can tell you, they will not allow him to speak. President Hakainde Hichilema will find himself in a situation where probably Mnangagwa is going to be the master of ceremony over there. Mnangagwa is the cause of this thing. Mnangagwa and PF have been working together for a very long time to destabilize Zambia. And it's embarrassing. I cannot believe it. So let's see what happens. The 18th, that is when the body is going to leave here, South Africa, and go to Zambia. And then the drama will begin. There will be so much drama. The Zambians don't even know where the body is right now. They don't know. The government of Zambia doesn't know where the body is. They're hiding it. It's terrible. Right, now let's quickly go into stories. I'm going to go into an important story. That is our second headline over here. So our second headline is a terrible story happening in Bulawayo. So Mnangagwa has taken over the Gukurahundi functions. So Mnangagwa has banned the public. So from Gukurahundi hearings. So you're not going to see any public member at the Gukurahundi hearings, and no one is allowed in the room when a victim is speaking. So there are no members of the public around. There are no journalists allowed. One person at a time. That is what is allowed. One person at a time. The chiefs, one chief at a time. You are not allowed in that room. If you talk, if you even cough, you're going to be thrown out. This is bad. I don't know what has gotten into Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa started very well. But this is bad. Mnangagwa says they have already made a decision on this process and nothing can change. So let me show you Charumbira speaking. And he's not even the chief, the president of the Chiefs Council. This is disgraceful. Look at him speaking.
On the 27th of May, 27th to 5th of June, awareness program. Awareness meaning chiefs addressed people in their communities to make them aware that the president is opened up on this issue, is allowing people to make submissions through the chief. And cases where it come out well and legitimately so that require compensation, government is ready to compensate. That's why we encourage people who have suffered some loss or harm during Gukurahundi to come forward. Our approach is victim-centered. It's not a public hearing. One, because of the sensitivities and sometimes private nature of some of the narrations that may come out. Some of them cannot be shared in public. So these are not public hearings. So those who want to attend, no, let the victim invite maybe one or two, some members of the family during that hearing. Even victims cannot be in one room. Each victim will have their own time. The hearings are starting on the 26th of June. The chief will be supported by 13, a panel of 13 to hear from the victims. The chief is the presiding officer.
Guys, this is crazy. Mnangagwa is crazy. Guys, don't accept this thing. Guys in Matabeleland, say no to Mnangagwa. He must go and speak by himself. Boycott this thing. Like, make sure no one goes here. On the 26th and the 27th of June, let's see what date this is. That is next week, Friday and Thursday. Boycott Mnangagwa. You can't kill someone and then tell them how they're supposed to talk about it. Let's say your family member gets killed and they say only one person of the family must come here. The rest don't come. Mnangagwa is not serious. Make sure that he suffers. Make sure he doesn't get away with it. And to make matters worse, there will be one victim, 13 goons, a chief, and probably Charumbira in there. 15 people against one. Do you think someone is stupid enough to speak or they get killed? No way. People of Matabeleland, are you serious? Are you going to allow Mnangagwa to dictate like this? So I think the time has come now. What I say, the time has come, or the time has come. The time has come for you guys in Matabeleland to understand the power. You got the power. So don't let go of the power. Matabeleland people, make sure that you take control of this situation. Don't allow Mnangagwa to control Matabeleland. So unite against Mnangagwa and his bizarre Gukurahundi hearings, where it's not allowed, the public is not allowed, the victim is not allowed, other victims are not allowed. You're only allowed to speak when you're alone. And if you don't say the right thing, what happens to you when you're alone? They'll probably bully you in there. Crazy. Reject Mnangagwa. He is crazy. Right now, let's go to an interesting story. This is bizarre, even worse than what we're talking about. If we go to H Metro newspaper, H Metro newspaper is carrying one of the strangest stories that I've ever seen. My Jeremiah, I don't know what to say about this woman. Please go to H Metro and see what he has said. So my Jeremiah's court case has been heard and it's in progress. As you know, 2 guys are on bail over this case. And what my Jeremiah said was that, yes, she did go into the room with the 2 guys. And when she arrived in the room, she indeed took off her own clothes. And also, she did participate in the activity with the guy. I think that was Martin Charlie. And then she said she was actually not interested in these 2 boys, but she was interested in Sam, the owner of the elite driving school. And she admitted that, yes, indeed, she was living with a man and they had 3 kids, but she did not consider herself to be married. She considered herself to be cohabitating, or she was single but married. That is crazy. In court, she said that she would have preferred to sleep with Sam. That is in the H Metro newspaper. I can go and read it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that she said that on the stand. And then the boys went on the stand and they said, what happened is my Jeremiah is the one who wrote them a message. After she wrote them a message, they agreed that $20 would be paid for the activity. And she drove with Dube and Charlie and sat in the car. They then drove back to the lodge where my Jeremiah participated in the activity, even helped the guy to get ready. And then after the activity, my Jeremiah said, the amount is not changed. It's not $500. He said he doesn't have it. They negotiated down $300. He said he doesn't have it. And then she went away. A few days later, she came back with Detective Keda and kidnapped Charlie Dube and his parents. Can you believe it? She kidnapped, they kidnapped the 3, or how many of her parents were also kidnapped and tried to get money. When the money did not come out, that is when my Jeremiah went to the police, according to this evidence. So what is my thought on this? Very, very simple. What a bizarre case. And my Jeremiah is now saying that a relationship with the man is over. Of course, it's going to be over if you've got such a testimony in court. If you've got a testimony that you would have preferred to sleep with Sam, do you think a man is stupid enough to stand around? And who looks like Tino over there in the center? Do you see she looks like Tino there? Is that Tino Pona? I don't know. But maybe you guys can find out if that's Tino over here at the center. But my Jeremiah, I don't know if she is trying to, I don't know what she's trying to do. This is crazy. So go check it out in the H Metro newspaper. What a crazy story. I can't believe it. Then let's go to one more story. That is also in the H Metro, Tafara Joe over here. That man is the headmaster of Alan Wilson. He was in the news recently for what he did to a young student at the Alan Wilson School. And what has happened is that the complainant has now been arrested. So the young boy that reported Joe has been arrested for extortion. So they're saying that he phoned with his guardian and they wanted to demand 15,000 from the School Development Association so that this case can go away. So I don't know what has happened, but apparently more people have been implicated in abusing this boy. So more teachers were participating in it, including teachers and other people who are not teachers. So I don't know Kuti, why they're doing it at Alan Wilson. Kuti, is it Mushonga or what? I don't believe that people actually enjoy what they were doing there. So I don't know why the whole of Alan Wilson, the teachers, the grounds people, all these people around would participate in such an activity. I'm starting to believe that there's satanism taking place in our schools. So this is bad. I can't believe that a man can do this 2022, 2023, 2024. This only got out in June 2024 when the boy went to ZAC. The people at ZAC did not report to the police. They kept it secret until the end of the year in November. And then the teacher went and reported the matter. However, ZAC has now arrested the boy, which means also guys at ZAC, they're up to no good. Anyway, who believes ZAC can do anything? ZAC is the worst person. Like Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission. That is the head office of corruption. If you want corruption, go to ZAC. You'll be so corrupt there yourself. Look at Wikino. Wikino has not been arrested. The guys at ZAC had the boy in June 2024. Now they've arrested the boy. That is crazy. Can't believe it. Right. I got an old picture of Chamisa. Look at that. I just found this picture in my phone, surrounded by enemies. Can you see Nelson Chamisa surrounded by enemies over here? This is crazy. So I hope Chamisa is this picture. I've got it. I've got a lot of pictures of Nelson Chamisa. That is crazy. Now let's go to other things very quickly. I want to see if the Herald newspaper is published. Remember, in South Africa, there are no newspapers today. There's only one or two as a holiday. The South African newspapers don't publish. So let's see what's in the Herald Zimbabwe. If they're published. Okay, yes, they're published. Remember, Auxilia Mnangagwa is supposed to be in the UK today. I've looked at the Kefle Summit and they've not removed Auxilia from the program. So Auxilia could be speaking. We're going to be watching at 9:45 UK time or 10:45 UK time. Sorry, the other way. The other way around. It's 10:45 Zimbabwe time. Please look out. Just go there and protest, just in case she shows up. Okay. Our government launches grievance response mechanism. I talked about it last week. Clean sweep. ZANU-PF wins all by-elections. Poor victory shows dominance. Is this a national newspaper? Is this a ZANU-PF newspaper? Why would a clean sweep by ZANU-PF in a by-election make a headline? Passing away, Jennifer, Zidzoro. I don't understand why Jennifer thinks this is important to us. And then Foreign Affairs and International Trade Minister Amon Muriura poses for photograph with a member of the Chinese Communist Party in China. So these guys are in China together with the people from the Herald. And what else is here? World Blood Donor Day. Guys, what a bizarre statement by these guys. Yesterday they said blood is free. Don't believe it's lies. And then let's see who is over here. A lot of nothing over here. Let me see what else is here. What does the Air India crash mean for Boeing? Guys, I'm so terrified when I go in a Boeing. So every time I go in a Boeing, I feel like I'm going to die. I'm sorry, guys, but can you believe it? Like, have you seen that when I go in an aeroplane? I get sick. I literally get sick. So let me show you my face when I go in an aeroplane. I swell up. I become like Mnangagwa. So these guys, you know why I hate companies with poor controls? Your control person comes out and says, fix your quality systems, fix your procedures, standardize everything. You take that person and you fire him, you threaten him. And right now, if you go online, you're going to see that the guy's got over 10 million views on Boeing. Then your airplane loses power and crashes in India. You Google crashes. And what do you see? Like hundreds and hundreds of crashes with your planes. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to hire people in internal controls, people in quality systems. You're supposed to make sure that you fix your best airplane. That is your latest airplane. What has happened that the last two versions of Boeings, the ones that were actually produced, the new ones, they've been very stable. This one has not had a crash. But this last crash here is very suspicious. But I don't want to talk about it. Go and look online. I don't like it. When I'm riding a Boeing, I feel a bit anxious. That's all. They need to improve their controls over there. And then obviously, Elite Marathon, Vic Force Marathon is going to be taking place. And I'll show you guys when it takes place. Econet has been facing a lot of problems. There has been a network outage at Econet for the past 6 or so days. From Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, they've had problems and they only sorted it out yesterday. That is terrible. Econet, terrible. Fix your problems. And then obviously, let's go into the Chronicle newspaper and see what is over there. Chronicle Zimbabwe. So Chronicle Zimbabwe. Right, let's look at the Chronicle Zimbabwe and see what is up. All right, the Gukurahundi story is over there. Guys from Matabeleland, I said, don't go there. Boycott Mnangagwa until he's serious. Mnangagwa is not serious. Mnangagwa doesn't understand how much goodwill he had when he started. People loved Mnangagwa. Like, guys like Hopo were serious Mnangagwa supporters. I fought with Hopo because he was a Mnangagwa supporter. Now look at what Charumbira is doing. So that is Chief President of the Chiefs Council, Chief Mtshana Kumalo, and Chief Charumbira. Chief Charumbira is the deputy and he's speaking. Do you see the body language of Chief Mtshana? He's disgusted. Chief Mtshana is disgusted with you, Charumbira. Charumbira, what kind of a person are you? I can't believe it. Charumbira is the worst person ever, and he knows it. I can't believe it. So yeah, there it is. They won't allow you. You are not allowed to speak. You are not allowed to enter. No public is allowed. That is crazy. Let's see what else is showing here. I can't believe ZANU-PF. They're the worst party. Mnangagwa, Arkuravan Nenzara. All right, let's look at this. What's happening here? Dejected Highlanders technical team with gloomy faces go back to the drawing board at halftime. That is on yesterday. What happened? Highlanders 2, Zimbabwe 3. Let me show you the league, the Zimbabwe league. This is courtesy of H Metro. Go and check it out over there. So MWOS 31 points, Zimbabwe 29 points. Scotland has got 26 points. They've got one abandoned game. And look where Highlanders is right now. They're now almost on the bottom half with the Dynamos down here. So I got a call last week and I was told that it's not possible for Dynamos to be relegated. So even if Dynamos is the last team at the bottom, it can't be relegated. The league will have more teams. And if Highlanders was to be delegated or relegated, they will also add another team. So the league will have more teams. They will never relegate Dynamos and Highlanders because they are the cash cows of the league. So at least they won't be delegated or relegated. Okay. Now let's go to Ambassador Pamela Tremont. So Ambassador Pamela Tremont has had an interview, and you can go and see that interview in the Sunday Mail newspaper. So yesterday I didn't have time to look at this. So Ambassador Pamela Tremont has spoken in a very interesting way. Go and check out that interview. The United States has not changed its policy on Zimbabwe in terms of the democratic values of the United States of America. Remember what I said. The United States of America is not going to compromise on Zimbabwe. So they're not going to compromise on Zimbabwe. They're not going to allow Zimbabwe to just go on with the human rights abuses. So this interview is in the Sunday Mail. So you expect that it was heavily edited to say things that she didn't say. However, what Ambassador Tremont said, which is very interesting, is what specific measures or frameworks are the two governments putting in place to improve trade and investment. So Ambassador Tremont says, well, we have been working on this really actively. Again, like I said, since last summer when I arrived here, but we have been working closely with the Ministry of Finance and Economic Development and Investment Promotion, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade, the Ministry of Industry and Commerce, ZIDA, and to talk about where we are, areas where we can improve with the investment climate to make Zimbabwe a more attractive destination for not just US business, but businesses from around the world. And frankly speaking, for Zimbabwe entrepreneurs as well. We want good quality investment here in Zimbabwe to drive the country's growth. We also host trade delegations. We participated in ZITF. So we're doing a lot of things to try and work on that. But it is important to remember that I cannot tell US companies where to invest. US companies will make those decisions based on what they see as an investment, an attractive investment climate. And so my role here is to work with the Zimbabwe government in figuring out what those impediments are so that we can, so that US companies are looking for opportunities overseas. They think of Zimbabwe first and think of it as really a promising opportunity. So when she was asked what sectors of the economy, she says we get maybe a dozen or so calls a year to our commerce diplomacy assistant from US companies and Zimbabwean companies looking for partners on both sides, trying to make connections and find opportunities. And our role is to try and help them to find those things. And we get calls on everything from energy infrastructure, mostly imports, machinery, and some processed foods from the US. But there is obviously a lot of room for other trade and investment opportunities, such as a small number. Okay, opportunities in such a small number. So what I want to do is I want to take you to the tariffs. And particularly, there is a question on whether Zimbabwe has removed all the tariffs on US imports. And the ambassador has said that's not true. What she says is that, take for example, when you're importing a car, it eventually gets up to 60% duties and all other things. So the tariff doesn't matter because there's a lot of other things, surcharges, whatever, that Zimbabwe is charging the United States of America. So the 18% is going to stay on Zimbabwe. It's going to stay on Zimbabwe. So go check out that interview by Ambassador Pamela Tremont inside of the Sunday Mail newspaper. As you are aware, I'm going to be in the United States very, very shortly. Guys, the United States is the home of capital. If Zimbabwe is going to do well, they must trade with the USA, but there is currently no point of contact between the United States and Zimbabwe. So you don't expect someone to call and do business with you when they've never seen Zimbabwe. And when a delegation comes to Zimbabwe, the first thing they see is dilapidated infrastructure and poor roads. So they are going to be taken aback. So what we need is a way of connecting US businesses to Zimbabwe directly. And I've proposed to guys that we need to set up a location in the United States where full-time Zimbabweans are going to go over there and then connect with US businesses, get capital. What you need mostly from the United States is capital. So you want someone to invest and you give them so much value. There is so much that can be done by the US, and I would like the US as a partner better than any other country. I don't think there's a better country to do business with than the USA. So I like the United States of America very much, and it's like my second home now. So I guess you get my point. What I think of the USA, I like it very, very much. It's amazing. It's an amazing country. Let's see if there's anything else I haven't covered. Let's see if there's anything of interest that I have not covered before I go. It seems like there is really nothing now. I'll be back later. There is a story in the Newsday newspaper about Nyokayemabhunu. So I need to clarify to you guys what's happening with the Nyoka. Nyokayemabhunu is a political prisoner. He is in South Africa. I do have the mandate to represent Nyoka in terms of collecting funds. So we need funds for the lawyers. I've given you an update on what we've paid and what we've not paid to the lawyers. I've seen a statement in the Newsday newspaper that there is going to be a High Court challenge. I don't know about it. So if there's a High Court challenge or a bail appeal, I don't know about it. If I don't know about it, it's not true. So if someone tells you they're going to the, so let me show you. They're saying ED critic seeks asylum in SA. And they're saying that there is going to be a High Court bail appeal. This is not true. I am the one that is talking to the lawyers. In fact, today I'm meeting the lawyers. This very day, not tomorrow. Today, I'm meeting with the lawyers. And I'm also going to be meeting Nyoka very soon. There is no such appeal that is taking place at the High Court. So I don't know if you are the one behind the High Court appeal. WhatsApp me and let me know what you're planning, because we can't have confusion on the lawyers again. So if you are busy with the High Court appeal for Nyoka for bail, let me know, because it's going to cost 600,000 and we don't have 600,000 right now to do the appeal. So let's not go to the newspapers and say something. There's only one point of contact for the lawyers, and that is me. And if you don't get it from me, it's not true. Secondly, the asylum application has not been done. So there is no asylum application that has been done for Nyoka. What is available is a date for the asylum application. So asylum application in South Africa is immediate. What he has now is an appointment, and on that day, which I won't tell you, we are still yet to make an application to the magistrate so that Nyoka can be taken by the police. So that application has not been done as we speak, and we're going to be busy with it, with the police, with the magistrate. So please make sure that you understand. Don't listen to someone says, oh, Gambakwe is the one who got Nyoka arrested. Gambakwe wants to poison Nyoka. That is ZANU. ZANU is very good at creating sideshows. They want you to focus on the wrong things. Don't focus on the wrong things. There is no person on this earth that is doing more for Nyoka than myself. So if you're a blogger instead of lying and saying, oh, this, come back with that, come back with this, call me and have an interview with me, a proper interview on your channel. Do you know how many views you get if you call me? The only person that can call me is Simbachi Kanza, Zoro, and also 0.5. You can't call me because when I talk to them, they twist my words and they think they can record me and tarnish my image. You can't tarnish my image. Gambakwe is unconquerable. Gambakwe cannot be tarnished because it's spiritual. Gambakwe media. The majority of channels in Zimbabwe were not existing when Gambakwe started. Some people didn't know how to use their phone when I started my channel. So you cannot defeat Gambakwe with lies. And that's why Nyoka put me in this position. Nyoka knows how he's going to get out. Through my consistent action and working together with people on this channel, we've been able to raise no less than 15,000. And on the 25th, we are going to be paying an additional 5,000. So guys, help us and we report. So every single money you get, you give us, we report it. And we're going to have it on a statement. So help us send money on this account. We need at least 25,000 to finish the lawyer's fees. And then we move to the next stage. Don't go to people that don't report. And I want to be fair to the guys. Koma Godwin has made contributions. Asarwaka has made contributions. Uyu Ndogozo has made contributions. We've been working together very well. We don't want to be confused by Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa is like a wolf. He knows how to speak like a sheep. So he's going to wear the sheep skin. And every time you see a person that is speaking and you don't see their face. So let me repeat this. Every time you see a person speaking and you don't see their face, that person is Mnangagwa. Did you hear me? There is no person in Zimbabwe who speaks and hides their face. That doesn't work for Mnangagwa. That includes everyone that you know who is talking as a blogger, but you've never seen their face. That person works for Mnangagwa. That includes Uyo Anosemesa, who's been publishing disgusting videos about Nyoka. Can't believe it. So I told these guys, don't try to fight Gambakwe with unknown faceless characters that you've never seen. Now look what he's doing. Look what he's doing now. And he is destroying the legacy of Nyoka in the channel. That is because the moment you hear something bad about someone you're working with, you're rushing to support the people that are against us. Work together, let's have unity. There is no one that works better for Nyoka than the people that are seen. So people that you see with your face, those are the people you must support. Don't go over there and support faceless characters. As long as you are involved in the issues of Nyoka, you won't get out. Why do you want him to get out, to me? You want to touch him. So you think Nyoka was arrested by us? You think he was abducted by us? Who told you Nyoka was abducted? That is the question I want to ask you. Morning, LP. Gambakwe, keep on good work. Yes, I'll never lose focus on Nyoka. I have been going for exactly 15 years. Before Ngwenya could switch on his phone, like Ngwenya could literally didn't know how to make a phone call when I started Gambakwe Media. And we came up with a strategy that we're going to go video. So we came here and we announced 10 years ago, in fact, 15 years ago, and said video is the future. We're going to go video. That is before Ngwenya could even switch on a phone. Do you want me to say it? Do you want me to say it? Zidzoro. Do me. Zidzoro. Do me. Zidzoro. Let's see. The issue is highly sensitive and emotive. It has to be private. No, Gono. Mnangagwa is lying. Mnangagwa is afraid that Amashabe Zulu will come over there. Zenzele will go over there. You'll be afraid that people will know how vicious and dangerous he was. And who is Charumbira? Why is Charumbira speaking when right next to him is the president of the Chiefs Council? Do you see how Mtshana is disgusted? Look at his face. Charumbira is the worst person. I know this guy. Charumbira literally destroyed, single-handedly destroyed the pub. The pub became a circus. Do you know that Jonas became a minister in pub? Monzora became a minister in pub. What do you call an MP in pub because of these guys? I can't believe it. This guy is the worst person. And resist him. Charumbira. Charumbira is Mnangagwa's cousin. Resist him. They're going to hide the truth. Okay, so I think we've covered everything. As I said, Auxilia Mnangagwa are probably speaking today in UK. They have not removed it from the program. The program remains the same. So I don't know what has happened. They're trying to hide the fact that she's over there. She's speaking today, 9:45. So go to the Leonardo Hotel at 9:45 Zimbabwe time. Okay, UK time, 9:45 UK time, which is 10:45 UK time. Go over there and make sure she feels the heat for the murder of Pastor Takamane Masaya. So Scott Sakupanya, a partner of Mnangagwa in gold dealings, was responsible for the murder of Pastor Takamane Masaya, who was killed in Mapuku while campaigning, and his body was taken and dumped at a dam, Cleveland Dam, where he was dumped for 2 days for doing nothing but handing out flyers. So Pastor Takamane Masaya killed by Auxilia Mnangagwa's business partner, Scott Sakupanya. Terrible. I don't allow such people to speak. I don't know why she's allowed to speak. Yeah. Zoro. So I think it's clear. It's clear, guys. We don't like it. And it's terrible. Okay. Let's see what else. Didn't you say she was removed some weeks ago? I'm telling you what is happening today. Goma Peter. Let me explain. This is not a government function. It's a funded function. You pay to go there. Auxilia has a visa. Why she wasn't going to the UK was because of pressure. So let's say the organizer says, we're not refunding you. You must come and talk. If you don't come, we won't refund you. Then they don't remove you from the program. I must report that. So there's no way I'm going to tell you that Auxilia was removed and then say she was removed and insist. I can't insist. I'm very crazy. Am I the one who invited her? Do you think I would invite Auxilia in my house? Do you think I'll eat Auxilia's food? I won't eat it. I will just not even go into Auxilia's house. That's crazy. So let her go. If she likes to go, let her go. Okay, so we're here today. Bulawayo, what a beautiful city. That is amazing. I like this city. I go here. Like every time I go to Bulawayo, I just take pictures of this place. That's amazing. Okay, let's go to our sponsors. Guys, I want to show you something. Remember, we're on a 6 months challenge on stomach. So let me show you the exercise so that you remember. Let me show you the video. 1 second. This is the exercise you must do 100 times before you sleep. All right, don't laugh. Before bed, we've been on this exercise. So I go every night before bed 300 sets. So that is 3 times 100. So remember it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a stomach exercise. It's a leg exercise. It's a back exercise. It's a waist exercise. So 300 every night before bed. And you see yourself with a six-pack at the end of that time. Thank you. Guys, so you saw it, right? It actually works. So that is on top of Mve. So on top of Mve, you must do that exercise. And you must also remember that you must avoid the sugars and you must avoid taking food just before bed. Mve is amazing. We also have new products on our shop, shop.gambako.com. So go over here. And the big stomach is your worst enemy. Apanacho Buddha. Guys, at one point, my stomach was so big. I didn't notice this. So yesterday I was going through my old pictures. Don't laugh, guys. I'm going to show you my old picture. This was bad, guys. Look at that. That was me. That was 10 years ago. Do you see that tank? If you've got that tank, you're in trouble. Because when you're young, it doesn't matter. But as you get older, it becomes a serious problem. So myself, I've managed to deal with this thing. I no longer have a tank, guys. I'm like one of those guys that if you look at, I've got almost a six-pack right now. It's crazy. Let me see if I can find a picture. I know most of you don't believe me when I tell you these things. Guys, I've worked so hard, especially at the beach. I go to the beach every single day. Like without fail, I go to the beach. So I'm trying to find a picture, a good picture of myself here with a six-pack. But I can't seem to find one. I'll show you in the evening. It's amazing. In fact, if you go to my Instagram and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's amazing. Like girls that I don't know, right? Random girls just come to Instagram to check out my picture. That's crazy. Can you believe it? That girls just come and like my picture on Instagram. Let me show you. They're so fantastic. What are my fantasies? They just come to my picture and say like, and then they come into my inbox and say, "Hi Gambakwe, what's up?" And I just ignore. So look at my two pictures, topless pictures, right? So first is that one. Guys, do you see that? That is almost a six-pack. You see where I came from. Look, look where I was. I was here. A tank. You see a tank. So when I started taking vape, look at that. That is amazing. And look at the one which I did. Let me see which video I can show you with the DJ rappers. So my first video that I did was this one. You see it? That's muscle there, right there. That is there. So do this, the challenge, and work out particularly your hands, and also you must see with your skin. Mustn't have it to my dots. If you see yourself with a skin in it to my dots. Kutamba hangu wakomana ukaona uneti ma dots, you can treat them very easily. Skin diseases show one thing, mostly it's diabetic. So if you see yourself having skin conditions that don't heal up, probably diabetic, or you obviously have tumwe disease twatuya tukubata mvana mvana yako inenge yakakupa kamuka chino. So you need to drink Move. It clears up, and there's also creams from there. And what we're going to do is next week, the special for next week are wipes. So we're going to have new type of wipes. I'm going to give you guys new types of wipes, and then we're going to get it done. Okay, did I talk too much? I'm talking longer than Makandiwa. Guys, this is amazing. And let's see what we're going to do. Later on today, I'm going to come back. Once we have a meeting with the lawyers, I'll come back and we'll update you about Nyoka. Don't insult each other. Don't insult Sarwaka. Don't insult anybody. And Mdzingwa, control yourself. Atidi munu aneta zewu benzi. Anotaura asina control. I told you about discipline. We don't want people who lack discipline. Guys, you can say a lot about me. I will never ever do anything to you. You see, I'm not like Mnangagwa. If you can say anything about me, you won't die, you won't be killed, you go to bed peacefully. To my bloggers, they can even say a lot about me. That is because Gambakwe is the way you practice. So if you want to practice at home, you practice on Gambakwe. I say Gambakwe is from Mars, Gambakwe this, Gambakwe that. I see it and I laugh. It's a joke to me. I don't find it. The only thing I don't want is someone who takes my content. Like I make this whole video, and someone is going to take it and put it on their channel. Don't do stupid. You can react about to video and say, Gambakwe said this. Imagine if you phone me and I come to your channel. Let's say Kevin Makanga. One view. One view. Then Gambakwe, 20,000 views. That is Nyamakanga. in one view. So semeza. Tabangu Yamakanga Bishop. Right. I would like to thank all of you for watching. And I'll see you guys. Mzinga Azinsoro. Yes, no semesa. Munanoshanda mapraz. Right. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. And I'll see you again later on today. It's amazing. It's a holiday here. Control yourself. Atidi vano vasingatore mubve. Take mubve and WhatsApp us, especially in South Africa, guys. You are going to get a free packet of Mazondo spice. It's a holiday today. Uber will deliver to you in Johannesburg. So if you order in Johannesburg, you get your mve by Uber. So that is immediate delivery and it's free. You also get Mazondo spice, which helps you with high blood pressure and all other diseases that are common to men. I'd like to thank all of you for watching, and I'll see you again within the next few hours as we talk about Nyoka, a lawyer's update on Nyoka. I'll give it to you as soon as I meet the lawyers within the next few hours. Please help us with funds for Nyoka's lawyers, and you'll get a report every week. That means next week, on the 25th, we're getting the next report. Thank you very much for watching, and a good day to you all. Bulawayo, mayutaka kumbuka ansi koma ndio ansi anopikisa wese tombate kwiyo daiva herere machiridza mchiro iri kutaura neanhu boys zvakawanda vamwe vanotigeza dakumisa zvigananda zviri kumedza go ifanika anakonda taona pazouda nanatironi komanda nyaya dziri kupisa pasocial media uchida zvakawanda pinda kamba kwemidia vanovhura dzese dzakaipa dzakadziya boys zvigananda zviri kumedza go ifanika anakonda taona pazouda